I can't quite contain or explain my evil ways.
What is up, everybody? Enderheart here with another Gravity Falls fanfiction reading. And today we will be reading more Cipher Secret today. This will be the last episode, not of the series, but of until a week, because I will be going on vacation for a week. But I will also be doing little vlogs here and there or whatever, and then a whole collaboration video at the end. Not really collaboration, but you know what I mean. Anyway, tomorrow, though, I know that I have gotten 700 subscribers. Woo! So I will be doing a special 700 subscribers video tomorrow. That's why this will be the last Cipher Secret video for a while. So let's get right to it. We left off at a cliffhanger. So, okay. I'm Dipper, not Dominic. Not Pine Tree. Just call me Dipper, please. Dipper explained, somewhat exasperated. Azaf laughed lightly at his comment. He knew what it was being called by stupid He knew how it felt by being called by stupid nicknames. He had already been called Oilhead by Daniel and Dana once. That would have been funny if they hadn't decided to call him by that nickname for one whole year, and then it got boring. By the way, have you ever been here before? That place creeps me out. Azaf shook his head negatively. No, it's my first time too, he answered. Suddenly, the two of them felt the ground shaking, as if the earthquake was happening. Bill and Kinessi didn't seem to be bothered, so they continued with their bickering. The two children appeared in front of Azaf and Dipper in a thunder flash, Daniel and Dana. Azaf groaned as he and Dipper fell to the floor, startled. Since when did this place become a theater for such a dramatic entrance? Didn't you like it? We've been planning it for weeks, dude, Dana complained. But anyway... Oh, hey, you're the new kid. Welcome to hell, dude, she managed to say all in one simple phrase. That would have been hard. And Dipper raised an eyebrow as she patted him in the back. My name's Dana, and that's my brother Daniel. She pointed to herself and her brother. Oh, and he may be annoying sometimes, so be careful, she whispered in his ear. So, what happens now? Quit talking that loud, please. I'm not sorry at all to say that, but you're loud and annoying. Can't you lower your voice so you don't sound like a megaphone instead of vocal cords? So you don't sound like you have a megaphone instead of vocal cords? Daniel narrowed his eyes. He was always criticizing his sister, and he sometimes thinks she listens to him, but she really doesn't. Maybe that's why Dana called her brother annoying. Shut up! Dana turned to her mentor, the blue circle known as Beatrice. Mentor Beatrice, when will the reunion start? I'm bored, she complains again. You complain about everything, Dana. I'll record your voice so one day you realize you need to close your mouth for 3 decades. Daniel rolled his eyes. But that's a good question. Where are Minister Bill and Minister Kit? Oh. The orange-haired dream demon could do nothing else but stare at the two mentors who were arguing with each other. Beatrice went to them and kicked Kinessi in the head. Did you need to do that? Kinessi asked as he rubbed the back of his head where Beatrice had kicked him. The blue circle rolled her eyes. Yes, your apprentices are watching. Beatrice pointed to Azaf and Dipper. Now quit acting like brats and start this damn reunion, she roared. Bill backed off while Kinessi didn't move. He just stared at her for some seconds before turning to the 4 kids. All right, the 4 of you, listen. As some of you know, the dream demons were created from time and space. We used to be the rulers of the earth until Dana groaned as Kinessi started for the 100th time one of those boring stories about the dream demon's origin. That's so boring, Daniel shot her a glare, but then thought he could get some advantage with this. Hey, Dana, if you're bored, then how about a bet? He whispered, smirking. Whatever. What kind of bet? She asked, feeling interested. If you don't complain for one whole class, which is this one, I'll do whatever you ask for a whole day. Dana smirked at the proposal. Her brother extended his hand to her. Deal? Deal. She shook Daniel's hand. And then humans came and sent some of us to the Tarantus. Sorry if I don't pronounce that right. Tarantus, as they thought we were evil and we would hurt them. To survive, we consumed the deprived souls of some useless humans and made deals with them. Dana felt like her head would explode any minute, like an atomic bomb. It's like I'm going to explode, but I can't complain. Guys, complain for me, she orders. The others raise their elbow. Since we become your servants, Daniel depanned. Since I became the alpha sibling, now please make him shut up. Dana froze as she heard Kinnessy clear his throat. She slowly turned her head to meet him in the eye. Hi, she said, forcing a smile. Now all she wanted to do was run away. Well, as I was saying, before being interrupted, today you will start one of your main lessons for being a demon. You'll be discovering your animal forms. The pink dream demon Kinnessy shapeshifted into his human form. He looked down at the 4 apprentices who were exchanging glances right now. Nervousness was consuming them. That might sting. It might sting a bit at first, but you'll get used to it. The animal forms do not collide with your personality. They have already been chosen since you were born according to your signs. Just look at me. Everybody stared at the pink-haired man. Kinnessy closed his eyes, remembering that he is a human. He has 2 eyes. For a brief moment before opening them again, they were crimson red. And that was creepy. His whole body started to change. At first, his skin was slowly becoming fur. His nose and mouth had started to form a snout, and they all could see 2 small elevation on his head. And those elevations turned out to be ears. Dog ears. His nails were getting sharper, just like his teeth. Dipper blinked. He knew which animal Kinnessy was turning into. Finally, the demon's animal form was complete. Dipper found out that he was right. Kinnessy was a wolf. This is how you turn into your animal form. Cool! Azaf muttered excitedly. Beatrice and Bill looked at each other as they shape-shifted into humans as well. But their human forms didn't last long as they started to reveal their animal forms. Everybody's eyes widened. They were wolves. Coincidence? He asked out loud. They were all wolves. Coincidence? He asked out loud. Beatrice and Bill looked at each other in their wolf forms and snickered. Not quite. I think it's normal for siblings. The 4 kids froze. Siblings? They shouted. Isn't it obvious? Bill asked, approaching them. But let's focus on what really matters. Just do what I tell you. Kinnessy moved to his brother's side, but didn't say anything. First, close your eyes and focus. The students complied. Now, think of something that makes you relax, like a calm stream or a quiet forest. Dipper started to think of a calm forest with bunnies and raccoons, but suddenly thought of the monster roaring at him. All he thought about was when the monster disappeared all of a sudden. He opened his eyes and gasped quietly. Sighing, he closed his eyes again. He tried to focus. He deleted the monster from his mind. The monster didn't exist. Not anymore. He thought of a calm lake. That calmed him down for quite some time. He felt his whole body tickle. Maybe that's normal, he thought, trying to calm himself down. He felt like he was getting smaller, and his clothes were slipping out of his body. Great! You can open your eyes now! Dipper opened his eyes slowly and tried to adjust his sight by blinking. He looked at his size. Azaf's animal form was great. A white tiger with brown stripes, though Azaf had a kitten appearance. The siblings, Dana and Dan... I knew someone was gonna be a fox! Danielle and Dana were foxes. Orange fur, large tail, pointy nose, and ears and black paws. Azaf knew that, even though Kinesi said that the animal forms did not match with the demon's personality, it matched their personalities very well, sly and tricky. Dipper wanted to look at himself, but it sounded impossible. Dun, dun, dun. What do I look like? Azaf asked. Like a white tiger, Dipper answered. Dana and Danielle are foxes, he said, staring at Danielle and Dana. At least I remember their names, he thought. But what about me? Azaf looked at Dipper for a moment, as if trying to recognize what kind of animal he was. Azaf didn't say anything, but suddenly a mirror image appeared in front of him. Dipper just looked at himself and saw the reason why Azaf didn't say anything to him. He was covered in light brown fur, and his clothes were now too small for him. Only his pine tree hat fitted his head. He was a wolf.